Well, we have made it to the final full moon of 2023. Here we are ready to start anew, but let's take some time to reflect on where we've been, how we've grown, and how we are going to step forward into our lives with this future momentum. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dae. This is Daylight Healing Oracle. And let's talk a little bit about these energies so that we can gain a little bit more of an understanding and work with them for our own desires to come true, for our desires of peace in the world to come forth, and so that we can really see these dreams that we have come into fruition. So this full moon is in the sign of Cancer, and we are in Capricorn season. So let's talk a little bit about Cancer and Capricorn. The sign of Cancer, ruled by the moon, rules our fourth house in astrology, which has to do with our roots and where we come from and the patterns that we have been imprinted with. While the sign of Capricorn rules our 10th house in our astrology chart, ruled by the planet Saturn. This has to do with our great exaltation into the world, with how we are seen in the world. Because it is the top of our astrology charts, view it as the top of the mountain where we are viewed when we reach that final success. But when we think about our society and the way we value success and the way we put value on our achievements, you can see that there is an imbalance here. There is an imbalance in what we say we have achieved in the outside world while we are neglecting our inner worlds, our roots. We all have our own generational trauma that has been embedded through lifetimes of these patterns where we shun our feelings, where we hate parts of ourselves, where we don't allow ourselves to be fully expressed. And when we have these underlying traumas, how can we expect ourselves to walk out into the world and achieve our highest success? Because as above, so below, so above, as within, as without, everything is energy, and there is a balance that must be maintained in the universe. So if we are trying to step forward and have these great achievements, but we never take any time to actually deal with our roots and with our feelings and with our deep emotions and with the patterned imprints that we have since childhood, that we've had for generations in our families, then all we can hope to achieve will be of the blueprint that we have already been given. So in order to really step forward to climb that mountain like the greatest of all time, this is not about stepping on others, about working ourselves to the bone, about working hard. It is about working smart. Capricorn is about building right the first time by taking account of the foundation, of the roots. What are our roots telling us? Because what our roots are telling us will be the mirror image at the top of the mountain. So if you want to climb that mountain, take some time to understand what patterns are being built from the ground up. I want to talk a little bit about Saturn and the moon because we have viewed these as our mother and father energies. The moon in your chart can show you a lot about your relationship with your mother in the matriarchal line, as well as Saturn can show you the relationship of the patriarchal line and also where we find challenges in our lives. When you look at the old views of the world, where we thought that it said that the earth was the center of everything, take another perspective where maybe this wasn't saying that scientifically, astrologically, the earth was the center, but maybe it was talking about our descent into human form. where this was coming at a time when Saturn was the farthest most planet that we knew. Saturn rules our bones. It rules time. It is very connected to our lives here on the earthly plane, as it is a representative of us and our aging process. But in this patriarchal world, we have skewed our definition of Saturn and of Capricorn, seeing that it only provides limitation. But actually, it provides the structure that we need to grow and to evolve into who we are meant to be. But we can only find this balance when we find the balance within ourselves. Our moon sign represents our emotions, our deep inner world, and how we use our sensations to experience our lives here. So without holding that part of ourselves, how can we expect to feel safe walking out into the world? The roots, the moon, the mother, is here to provide us with a sense of inner sanctuary and safety, so that it can be mirrored for us as we step out in the world in our true purpose. Our true purpose is meant to be a reflection of our inner state of peace and knowing and confidence of who we are. It is not meant to please someone else, to please some patriarchal figure with an amount of money, with an amount of success, with an amount of power. Power is not worth our freedom. Because the truest power of it all is one who feels free entirely within themselves, free to act because they are not afraid of any parts of themselves, any shadows in their mind or in their hearts or in their souls they walk with. And that is the only way we can truly move forward in freedom, so that we can build all that we truly desire. Because this time, it's about building right the first time, so that we don't need to watch these towers fall from these crumbling foundations that were never meant to be built upon. This is a chance for us to look back and reflect. See where you were at the Capricorn full moon during Cancer season back in July. See what cycles have closed themselves out and what cycles are calling you forth to bring about in your lives. Some questions that we can ask ourselves are, what do I want to build? Is my inner world conducive for that? What changes do I need to make within? Not about how I can be better or what I can do to have a better routine or daily routine or whatever like that. I'm talking about acknowledging your deep feelings, acknowledging the art that wants to come forth, acknowledging everything that has ever been dismissed or ignored, because that right there is the untapped potential, your great battery for all of your success that you want, in the way that you define success in this world, not in the way that somebody else has told you you need to achieve. This is a new start, a new beginning. Let's step forward and let's build authentically so that we don't need to tear it down and start over. This time is the right time to really align with the frequencies that you want to bring about, with all the structures that you want to build for yourself. When they are aligned with our inner world, then we are unstoppable. Then we can climb to the top of the mountain, even if we've been given a fishtail. We can turn that into legs and we can run to the top of the mountain. We are the alchemists and we get to decide how this goes. We get to work smart, not hard, and we get to bring this about and we get to show this to everyone in the world so that we may all be free. I hope you have had a holiday season filled with hope and miracles wherever you are. Take heart in the fact that the world is changing. We might see darkness right now, but it is being brought up so that the light can return and we can see what has been in the shadows. Because all of us deserve to reach our dreams without needing to step on another. It is the way in which we climb the mountain that will determine our success. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like a personal reading, you can check the link down below. I'd love to help you out. So take care. Bye-bye.